Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, we have to talk about these altcoin prices, guys, because I remember back to when I joined the cryptocurrency space over 2.5 years ago in July of 2017, and I remember the first cryptocurrency I ever bought. I bought a quarter share of Litecoin at $41.02, and now the year is 2020, the year that the future was supposed to come, and here we have Litecoin trading at $38. In fact, if you go to a website called athcoinindex.com, then you're going to be able to find how far retraced all of these altcoins are from their US dollar all-time high. And I promise you guys, it's a lot. In fact, almost every single altcoin on the top 50 here has retraced over 90% from their all-time high. And some of them may never go back there, but in this video, I want to talk about the ones that will, because I do think that some of these altcoins are going to go back to their all-time high, bringing back an over 10 times return in the next few years. So we're going to be diving into all of that and more in today's video. I think you guys are going to get some really good value out of today's video, and I think you're going to walk away from this video having a better understanding of which altcoins you should be looking at. So if you guys do enjoy what we have to offer here today, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel when you do that. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Let's start off with some Bitcoin technical analysis because I don't want to leave you guys hanging. As we discussed in yesterday's video, Bitcoin has rejected soundly off of $6,900 and unfortunately does seem to be entering a new downtrend. That would have a lot to do with the way the histogram on the MACD is moving and the fact that the Heikin-Ashi chart has now turned red, as you can see happened on the 27th of March. The good news, however, is that Bitcoin's RSI is already sitting down around 41. So that means that Bitcoin would have to become very overextended in its RSI to even return back down to $4,000, and certainly to go lower than that. So as Bitcoin retraces here, we're going to see exactly where that bottom is, but I think it's somewhere above 4,500, probably above 5,000, but I do believe that there's going to be a continued retracement on Bitcoin. I could very easily see that pulling back to the 200 weekly simple moving average right here at 5,600, or out on the monthly chart to the 50 monthly moving average sitting on $5,200. Both of those are critical levels to watch over the course of the next couple of weeks, because as you can see, those levels are ones that Bitcoin has been respecting for the entire history of the cryptocurrency market. And as you guys know, when Bitcoin has a correction, so too will the altcoins. And it's something we talk about a decent amount here on the channel, the fact that when Bitcoin has a correction or a rally, typically the altcoins are going to move in the same direction as their big dog Bitcoin, and they're going to move farther. What that means is that if Bitcoin goes into a rally, Bitcoin dominance is going to go down as altcoin values go up, or when Bitcoin goes down, Bitcoin dominance is going to go up as value is leaving the altcoins moving into Bitcoin, which means as Bitcoin crashes, the altcoins crash faster. What that means is that there is a very, very good deal on altcoins right now, and I think an even better one coming. A couple of videos ago, I talked about how I was going to invest in some altcoins, and I went ahead and did that. If you didn't see that video, go ahead and tell you what I bought. I bought some Ethereum, I bought some XRP, I bought some Litecoin, and I bought some BAT. I'm a big fan of what the Brave browser and Basic Attention Token are doing, and Brendan Eich and his entire pedigree. So BAT is one of the projects that I really like. But guys, there are a lot of other altcoins on the top 100 that are interesting. I wouldn't go out of the top 100 though, because the next year for the entire global economy, let alone cryptocurrencies, has a pretty big chance of being very rough and putting major businesses out of business. So what do you think that'll do to some of these low cap altcoins that didn't really have a very strong fundamental project in the first place? This is going to be a culling of altcoins, but the ones that survive through the fire are going to rise like the phoenix, and they're going to bring about stupidly high returns, I think. Some of those altcoins I'm obviously betting on are the ones I just said: Ethereum, XRP, Basic Attention Token, Litecoin, but a few more that I would like, I'll show you right now. Dash has been around for a very long time, and it's a decent project. I'm not the biggest fan of it anymore because I think there are better currencies, but it's one you could look at. Ontology has a very interesting project. I would look at that if I were you. There's Basic Attention Token sitting down here at number 34. Binance Coin is a currency you are always going to want to keep your eye on because it is attached to the Binance exchange. In fact, Binance Coin, BNB, has fared so well over the last 2 years that it's really been big, that it's only retraced 70% from its all-time high, which is still a lot of blood, but compared to some of these other big name altcoins like Ethereum being down 91%, XRP down 95%, and they're still number 2 and 3, Binance is doing pretty well. And I believe that Binance has turned into and is going to stay one of those major companies in the Bitcoin space, just like Coinbase and Kraken and Bitfinex and a couple of these other major exchanges. It's a power player, and I don't see it going anywhere, so I think it's a good bet also. Another currency that I'm a big fan of is Monero. Monero is a relatively simple currency, but it's a privacy coin. It's one of the first ones, especially as we see what happens with the news going on right now. Privacy coins might be even more in demand in 2 years than we thought they were going to be. Monero is a great investment in my opinion. Of course, do your research on all of these before you invest. I'm not a financial advisor. These are simply my opinions. And the last currency I'm going to point you in the direction of would actually be Icon. Now, Icon has not been faring very well over the last year or so, but as far as everything I still know about the project, it seems like a halfway decent project. I haven't kept up with it in a while. I would encourage you to go and look into Icon because I really liked it back in the day. I haven't been in it in a while, but it's one that I would definitely pay attention to. Now, the reason I'm talking about altcoins in today's video is because I want you to be aware that as Bitcoin returns back to $20,000, most of these altcoins are going to rally to the moon. They're going to be popping off like popcorn kernels and champagne corks at a 21-year-old's birthday party, and they are going to make you a lot of money if you get in on them now. Please do your research, though. I cannot stress that enough. Every one of these altcoins, including Ethereum, could dry up tomorrow, so you need to be aware of that. And there are fundamental differences in many of these altcoins. Ethereum, for example, does not have a hard cap. XRP, do I even need to say the caveats that go with investing in XRP? I am aware of them, believe me, I know. The point here is not to tell you, hey, these are the exact altcoins you need to invest in. These are the ones you need to put your money in. This is the portfolio percentage you need to do. That's not my job, and I've never claimed that it is. Don't sue me. Thank you. I'd appreciate it. The reason I'm making this video is because I want you guys to be thinking about altcoins that you could be investing in over the next couple of months as Bitcoin continues to retrace. Because the altcoins, I know I just invested in them, but I still think they're going to go a little bit lower, which is why I didn't invest as much as I originally talked about, because I want to see even lower prices, and I think they're coming. There is going to be more blood in this market as the world continues down the path that it's on. And when altcoins are bleeding, that is when you make money. When there's blood in the streets, start buying, even if it's your own blood. So guys, I do hope you did enjoy today's video. We're going to be continuing to do technical analysis and fundamental updates throughout this entire thing, but the thing I want to wrap this video out with is a message of calm. Because I've seen a lot of people just losing their mind and getting freaked out over what's going on right now. And don't get me wrong, I completely understand the severity of this. You guys realize I used to study epidemiology as a hobby. I know what's going on. Okay, I get it. But there's a lot of people that are freaking out, and they're losing their mind, and they're hoarding, and they're just spreading FUD, basically, and getting everybody scared because of the things they're posting on Facebook, or the way that they act whenever they see somebody, or they're like, oh, no, you can't be within 20 feet of me. Get away from me. I understand taking precautions. I understand being cautious. That's perfectly fine and good, and that's exactly what you should do, and you should listen to your healthcare professionals and the people in government that are telling you what to do. You should totally do that. Don't get me wrong, but for the love of all that is good and holy, stop spreading fear, because the fear surrounding everything that's going on right now, quite frankly, so far, has been far more dangerous than the actual news itself. It seems like as this thing gets worse, tensions get higher, as you would expect them to. I completely understand that. We're only human. And people start turning on themselves. Guys, the only way that the world is going to get through what we're going through right now is with unity and with love and compassion for one another, not for yelling at each other and fighting over toilet paper. It's just not going to happen. So just remember the golden rule moving forward here into the rest of this year. Treat others as you would like to be treated. And if you think for a second that you're about to break that rule, just don't open your mouth. It's really that easy. I make that mistake all the time. I'm not perfect. Anyway, guys, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. I do hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. It really helps out the channel when you do that. And I'd love to see your beautiful face in our future videos and in our future comment sections. Speaking of which, you should totally put something in that comment section, and I will read all of those comments, as I always do, even though there's over 150,000 comments on this channel now, which is a little bit mind-boggling, but it's true. True facts. Anyway, guys, as I said, that is going to wrap it out for today's video. Before I go, though, I do first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Oh, I got a real good feeling.